Shalom, everybody, and thank you for joining us for the second night of Hanukkah. We want to greet everybody this evening as we enter into the second candle, the word in Hebrew Yoetz, counsel. How many of us ever needed a counsel when it's come to raising our children? You see, Hanukkah and children go hand in hand. I want to talk about the ultimate battle that took place between the Maccabees and the Greek Empire. What was it about? You see, the word in Hebrew, Chanukah, comes from the Hebrew word chinuch. Chinuch means education. Mechanech means a teacher, an instructor. The word Hanukkah has to do with one thing, and everybody should understand this, especially in the place we are in today, in our society, the way we raise our children, where they are exposed to so many things that they are becoming confused. Some of our children today don't even believe anymore that boy is a boy and a girl is a girl, because we've been contaminated with ideas of binaries, transgender, and so forth. We can learn something from the story of Hanukkah about chinuch and about education that we have to take upon ourselves. There is an halacha in Hanukkah, and that's why it is important to give your children opportunity to light the Hanukkah candle. I wrote in chapter 7 of Hanukkah in the light of Mashiach. During the days of Hanukkah, a special emphasis should be placed on chinuch hayaladim, the education of our children. There is a great ethical lesson for us as parents in all of this that we can learn from Matityahu, the high priest who raised his sons in the ways that are to fear the Lord, and the Holy Torah, who gave his son lives in exchange for the sanctity of Israel and the holiness of God. Listen to this. Therefore, we can learn that the miracle of the flask of oil is relating to our offspring, as it states, your wife shall be like a fruitful vine within your house, and your son like olive saplings around your table. You see, the olive oil represent in Judaism the next generation. And in Hanukkah, we have to examine what we are to live, what we are living for the next generation. Midor ledor is the question. The education of the sons, especially, is very difficult. Listen, it was difficult 2,000 years ago, and it is more difficult today, as it is stated. Rabbi Eliezer told Rabbi Shimon, it is easier to grow a legion of olive trees in the Galilee than to raise one baby in the land of Israel. How much more relevant this statement is today. Similarly, there is a parallel between making an olive oil that we should consider. The process of making the olive oil requires the pressing of the olives to remove bitterness by pushing our children and removing the bitterness, removing the worldliness, removing the klipot. Today in Hanukkah, we are reminded that we are to fight for our children, to fight for their holiness, to fight of removing the world from them so that they will be maximized, so that their potential will be maximized. Hanukkah is an important reminding of that, as Halacha concludes. One of the main reasons that we light the candle of Hanukkah is that we are lighting the souls of our children. How beautiful. When you are lighting the Chanukiah, you are lighting your offsprings. You are lighting the next generation. I want you to think about this in halacha, that when you take the shamash and you light it, in some tradition, you even say, this is my son A, then this is my grandson B, and this is my great-grandson C, and some say even this is my next generation. Some people even name the candles by their own offspring. How a beautiful thing. We speak life, and we speak light, and we speak Torah upon our children. Listen to this. We light the candle as we are lighting the soul of our own children. And for that reason, it is paramount. You see, friends, it is critical, it is paramount for a man to have all of his children present at the time the candles are lit. Halacha teaches us that we are not to light the candles without our siblings around, even if you have to wait, because you are lighting them. You are lighting them for your children and for your grandchildren. Make it a nightly event. Listen to this. It is paramount for a man to have all of his children present, and at the time the candles are lit, let the children surround the parents, while the father stand in the middle. Through this action, he is lighting the neshamot of his children to believe a life full of Torah and full of mitzvot. This is what meant by the mitzvah of Hanukkah. We call it chinuch habanim. During the time of Hanukkah, when the story of Hanukkah understood, you have to understand why we went to battle with the Greek. The Greek knew the secret for the Jewish people's success. They knew that in order to break the Jewish people, they have to break their children. Just like today, a Greek spirit, a foreign spirit, as entering to the life of our children, nothing new is under the sun. So what did the Greek do? They were very clever. Listen to this, and I quote. It says that we must understand, this is in page 28, listen to that. We must understand that the establishment of the identity of a human being is not when he is older, but rather when he is younger. Chinuch you do up to the age, before the age of bar mitzvah. That's when the chinuch takes place. Everything that the child explodes to, even the things that do not appear to influence, indeed influence him or her, and molding the child's soul. This is the great secret Chazal explained to us that was known for the wicked Greeks. So what did they do? They forced Israel to ride on the horns of the bulls upon the bottle that was drank by the little children. Milk, they were drinking milk from those little things, the shofar, and the words were, En lanu chelek be'elokei Israel. We have no place. You have no place with the God of Israel. You see, the goal of the Greek was obvious. They wanted little toddler to see these words from a young age, to cut them from God, to separate girls from God, to influence them to go to other gods. Just like today, you parents are like the Hashmonaim today. And you need to take those words and those influences that come today to stop you on Chinuch HaBanim, and you need to break them, and you need to fight it. Listen to this. The war with the kingdom of Yavan, of Greece, was a war of Chinuch HaBanim, to protect the children from the seductive culture of Greece and arm them with the shield of the Torah. According to Jewish tradition, the dreidel was invented to disguise the holy task of Chinuch HaBanim. When the Greeks were going through the villages, the children would play with dreidels to hide the study of the Torah. I want to pray for you tonight, parents, grandparents, and for the children. May the Lord provide you a new set of dreidels in the 21st century. Things that can appear in disguise to keep us hidden from the kingdom of Greece, from the kingdom of Edom, so that you continue the task that God has given you in Hanukkah, Chinuch HaBanim. And as you light your Chanukias every night, you remember your children. And may He raise you children like Mattathias and his sons. His sons may will be like the son of Mattathias the Kohen, as a shield upon all of Israel. And may you be successful in Chinuch HaBanim, and may you be successful in raising men and women who are God-fearing in a young age, full of the power and the zeal, just like the Maccabees. Thank you for the fight and the victory over Chinuch HaBanim. And may no son and no daughter of ours will fall for the kingdom of Edom and to the kingdom of God. I ask this in the merit of Yeshua. Amen. Amen.